if you have a time horizon of at least 3 years, or you can say 4 to 5 years, I tell people you should have a 10-year minimum time frame to just buy and hold. I tell everybody the exact same advice, all my friends, family. Don't look at the price. Just buy Bitcoin, dollar cost average into Bitcoin, or anytime you get an influx of cash or a paycheck, just buy Bitcoin, whatever the price is, because I can basically guarantee that 10 years from now, it will be a lot higher than it is right now. And if you start dollar cost averaging now, even if you pick the perfect worst timing, if you get the absolute tippy top of the 2025 peak, and maybe you get my thing of 475,000, or maybe it's $1 million. If you are unlucky enough to get that exact top, first of all, it's a badge of honor to buy the peak. I think just, I like to try to buy peaks too. Michael Saylor talks about buying the peak, and I just think we're going to be buying the peaks forever because it just keeps going up. You may have, though, if you ape in right at the peak, you're going to have 3 painful years while it drops way down 70 or 80% or so, and then starts to creep higher again. And then you'll be justified 3 to 4 years later. But I tell people, don't worry about that price. Have a 10-year time horizon. So if you're starting today, you're watching this video, this is going to be released on Christmas. If it's Christmas 2024, say, okay, I'm going to put my head down. I'm going to stack sats. Whenever I can, I'm going to dollar cost average into it, and I'm going to do it for 10 years. So I'm not going to look at the price until 2034. And I tell people, if you do that, and they think I'm kidding, but I'm not. I used to be an investment advisor. I used to work with people's retirement accounts. Everybody does this, at least in the US, with their retirement accounts. They think I got to just stack, stocks and bonds and whatever nonsense for 30 to 40 years, and then hopefully I'll get to retire at the end. I tell people with Bitcoin, because of its incredible annualized rate of return, if you just do this as hard as you can for 10 years, it will change your life. You're going to look up, it'll be Christmas of 2034, and you'll be like, oh my goodness, I have optionality now. I could possibly quit my job right now. I could retire. I could go be an artist. Instead of being a starving artist, you could be supported by Bitcoin. There's all these things you can do now because you'll have way more financial freedom. But you have to actually do that. What usually happens, I will tell you, is right about now in this cycle, part of the bull market, people start reaching out to me again. They know I'm the crazy Bitcoin guy, right? Everybody thinks of us as the crazy Bitcoin person. It's exactly how it was in the 1990s with the internet. Everybody had a crazy internet person that thought internet was going to change the world. So it's the crazy Bitcoin person, and they'll all reach out and I'll tell them this exact same advice. Don't look at the price, just buy it for 10 years. But what everybody does is they ape into it, right? Somewhere in the bull market, and then it drops 70%, and then they panic and they sell everything at the bottom. I literally have friends and family members who sold Bitcoin when it was like $20,000 and $18,000 back just in the last bear market in 2022. And I'm just like, don't do that. That's exactly what you're not supposed to do, right? You're supposed to buy low and sell high, and you did exactly the opposite of that. And so anyways, I digress because I've been sort of emotionally scarred from this, from lots of friends and family members over the years. But I just can't emphasize enough how critical it is to quit doing that, to quit making trades based on your emotion. Bitcoin is the world's greatest savings technology that the world has ever seen. The biggest opportunity cost in the world, and I mean this, in the history of humanity, there is no greater opportunity cost than to not own Bitcoin over the long run. And so please start using it as your savings technology. Buy it, hold it, and quit trying to be a trader and quit trying to be a hero. And if you do that for 10 years, it will change your life. That's sort of my personal guarantee to people.